All right, here we go, folks. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where in the world you're logging on from. My name is Matt Jameson here in Salmon River, New Brunswick, Canada. And you've logged in for the Save Club opportunity in Cutoff Zoom today. And we're super excited to have you here. Folks, we're going to show you a very unique opportunity, a global opportunity that's available all around the world, an opportunity with a product that everybody needs. Everybody needs to save money. Can we agree that the cost of living, the cost of goods, inflation's going up, tariff this, tariff that, everything's going crazy, right? So if we can help you save money on everyday purchases online and offline, depending on where you live in the world, wouldn't that just make sense? And what if we could help you make money helping people save money and help you get paid in US dollars every single Friday? Raise your hand if you're on the Zoom and you got paid today from Save Club. Friday, payday. So with that being said, I want to turn this Zoom over to a very good friend of mine, a seven-figure income earner in the home-based business space, a gentleman with a heart of gold, a guy that knows his stuff. He's a numbers guy. He absolutely loves helping people, and that's why he is here. But he's going to give you a presentation today that's going to give you some perspective. If you've been around the home-based business space before, this might give you a little perspective as to why we are blowing up in Save Club on a global scale. So I want to go ahead and turn this over to my good friend Vince Lamantia down in South Carolina, and he's going to share with you some amazing stuff that we're going to hear from David Dubbs, and I think we might hear a cameo from our amazing CEO Charles Mui. So Vin, take it away, and you're not screen sharing yet, but I think you know that.
I do know that, Maddie. Thanks all for tuning in. I will say, what's up, Team Gang friends? This is what I like to say. Maddie, I appreciate you. You are, in fact, the hostess of the mostest. You really do a great job on the intro. The reason I got started with Maddie is because he's a pro. He's a consummate professional. He's been in the marketing and online marketing space for many, many years. So when I saw the funnel that Maddie put up, I opted in. And we're here right now because it's the cutoff Zoom. We hear cutoff. We want to know what is cutoff. And really, just real quick to put it in perspective, just to give you some context, I like to introduce myself. I have a background. I was taught to go to school, get good grades. I didn't get the good grades, but get a safe, secure job with pension and benefits. Where I am Vinny from North Carolina, but I am in fact, from New York. Maybe you notice the accent, right? Maybe I hear it all the time. But anyway, I was told to get a safe, secure job with pension and benefits. I took all the city exams in New York. I became a New York City police officer. At the age of 20 years old, I was a New York City cop for 11 years. Then I rolled over my pension and my benefits and everything over to the New York City Fire Department. And I was a New York City firefighter for 10 years. Now, I say that to put into context that we take that job not to get rich, obviously. We love our job, we love what we do, but I took it for the benefits and the pension. Pension. A lot of people don't have the pension fairy that shows up every month. That's what we call it. And that's residual income. Residual income is residue of work that we've done before. So I was introduced to the network marketing space about 17 years ago because we needed more money. Once my wife and I got married, a year later, we bought a house. A year after that, we filled it up with kids. My wife is constantly pregnant. We got a mortgage and car payments and credit cards. A lot of people have student loans. We had electric bill, phone bill, gas bill, utilities, Netflix, you name it. We got it, right? Baby furniture, you name it. We did what most people do. And the reason I put that to put it in perspective is, why am I sitting here doing this Zoom for this particular business model? Do I have an echo? Echo? No, okay. This particular business model is very unique. It's very different than anything you may have seen before. It's in the membership space, in the part of the subscription economy. You may be familiar with network marketing and auto ships and business volume and products and great products. This is not that. So I just want to make sure you guys understand that. And this is why this business has attracted a lot of very high level professional networkers with a lot of experience, because we don't want the business volume and the auto ship, but we do want the residual income. So I'll show you this. Now, maybe you saw that. Now, this is for people that are what's called pre-enrollees. Maybe someone invited you here to see this presentation, and maybe you filled out this. I'm going to show you what this is. This is what's called a funnel. Okay, it's a landing page, a funnel. And I saw this, and right away, I filled this out right here. You see this? I put my name, email, phone number in here. And what that did was that secured me a position in the timeline, right? In what's called the power line system, and it's free. So if you haven't done that yet, do that. We're imploring you to do that. And so I did that right away. I wanted to secure my spot. And then there's this power line system. So I knew this going in because I'm familiar with this type of system, that if I took a position by Friday night tonight, this is the cutoff Zoom, tonight at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is the cutoff. So if you fill this form out and then upgrade prior to everyone else upgrading, you could in fact have a lot of people spill under you. It could happen. And you could literally make up to $4,000 per month in residual income, okay, from people that you don't even know without ever sponsoring anyone. Now, do we go around town telling everybody, get a spot and you'll get spillover and make thousands of dollars? We don't say that. But is it possible? Yes. Is it happening? Yes. Are people getting paid residual income for doing, basically nothing except having a membership? The answer is yes. Now, there are multiple funnels. I've never seen a company in my career, all right, put together as many landing pages and funnels, all right? This is for the veterans. This is for the boss babes. That's a big phenomenon happening where, not a phenomenon, it's just that the women are out earning the men. So guys, like, pick up the tempo a little bit, okay? And so you have all of these different, now what I really like about this company, and Dave Dubbs is going to get into this in a little bit, is that this is like a lead magnet. We can give this to people for free, right? This is all about saving money. When I saw that, I said, this concept is incredible. It's not about spending money. It's about saving money on products and services that we already use. So what I want to do is I want to share something with you, a very quick slideshow and presentation about this Save Club. So what is Save Club? It's a $20 membership. That's all it is, 20 bucks. Isn't it nice to hear the price in the beginning of a presentation and not have to wait a half an hour? Like, okay, good. How much? This is 20 bucks. So this isn't something I had to say, let me talk it over with my wife. I got to see if she'll allow this. All right, $20 membership, global savings, deals, and discounts with an affiliate plan. Everything out there's got an affiliate plan these days, especially, right? Amazon's an affiliate, Target's an affiliate, Costco has an affiliate plan. You've heard of TikTok Shop affiliate. Everything has an affiliate model attached to it, and Save Club is no different, right? So it's with an affiliate plan. So right now, I just want to show you a couple numbers, all right? This is the subscription economy that we're living in right now. Okay, this is the world we live in, and you're already familiar with this because you've heard of Netflix and Spotify and Amazon Prime and all these different things. So the subscription economy is growing, and to put it in perspective, we're here. We're like in 2025. So I have a very quick, I think it's like a 10 or 15-second video of Patrick Bet-David speaking about the subscription economy. So check this quick video out. And then there's another video by, you may have heard of, Gary Vaynerchuk speaking about subscriptions and business subscriptions and the subscription economy. Very quick. Let's do this. Listen up.
You ever see some of these companies' valuation? This company's worth $220 billion. This one worth $6 billion. This one only after 2 years worth $680 million. Why and how? It's called the subscription economy. According to a Forbes article, it says two companies, same top line revenue, 100 million, 100 million. This one has to go chase for its revenue every single month. They got to go sell again. But this one, it's subscription. Every month, people are paying $49.99. According to this Forbes article, this one could be worth 8 times more just because it's reoccurring versus this one. There's a reason for that. We're going to talk about that today.
So that's an awesome video. And as a matter of fact, the 5-minute video gets deeper into it, but that's a quick look. Patrick Bet-David speaking about this. And again, you can look at Kevin O'Leary and like so many other top entrepreneurs that everyone knows about, billionaires, speaking about this phenomenon of the subscription economy, right?
I'm a retailer at heart, so of course I love this. Everybody should be in retail, and everybody should figure out how to do subscription.
Are there businesses out there that you think should be thinking about subscription?
All of them.
So that's Vaynerchuk saying all of them. I don't know. Do you have a subscription business? And that's what we're speaking about right now. So real quick, let me show you this. Now, this is a problem and or challenge that isn't unfamiliar to you. You've seen it. I mean, this is the higher costs, groceries, food, housing, utilities, insurance. Our homeowners don't get my wife started on this. Our homeowners, everything has gone crazy. Car insurance, gas, transportation, clothing. Has anyone noticed that? Drop a 1 in the comments of like, I don't know why you even laugh about it. If you've noticed the price of everything going up. So like in business in general, is there a solution, and can Save Club provide a solution to higher cost? I like to keep it simple. If the problem is higher cost, the solution would be what? Lower costs. Fair enough, right? Lower costs on what? All the same things I just said: groceries, housing, utilities, insurance, gas, transportation, clothing, etc., etc. Okay? So what I like so much about Save Club is it's brands that we're already familiar with. It's products we're going to buy from brands we already know: dining brands, shopping brands, automotive brands, theme parks, travel brands. You've heard of Buffalo Wild Wings, IHOP, Jersey Mike's, right? We've heard of Applebee's. You heard of Samsung, Dell, Target, Home Depot, Apple, right? Jiffy Lube, Firestone. We've heard of Midas, Disney. Obviously, you get it, right? You see this. You could take a screenshot of this. This is all obvious. Travel. So the things we're going to do anyway are available with Save Club at a discount. Another thing I like too is I don't have to, tell anybody about some incredible product that you can't get anywhere else, whether it's a collagen or a peptide or a weight loss pill or whatever it may be. All those things are great in networking, but that's kind of been phased out. The whole business volume auto ship thing, there's no auto ship here. You don't have to go to Jiffy Lube. You don't have to get, this is just something that you have on your phone, a free app that's available, right? Buy one, get one free, cash back. The more you plug into this company and the system, and Charles, the CEO, you start to get your hand on a pulse, fingers on a pulse of a rhythm, what's going on in the world right now, and we're living it. You've heard of cash back, buy one, get one free, savings, right? People want savings on products and services they're going to use every single day. We have travel portals. Now, David Dubbs is going to get into this in a couple minutes. He's going to get you a more in-depth look at the Save Club itself and how it works. Again, everything with travel. So I don't want to beat a dead horse, but what I like so much is I don't have to, there's no like doctor's video. If you've ever been involved in network marketing, you have to like listen to some doctor to tell you why these peptides, you can't get it anywhere else. Or this berry is from Brazil, the indigenous people, it's nothing cheesy or silly about this. This is like, yeah, I like to save a couple dollars, right? It's an easy conversation. This is your before and after picture. All right, you get these weight loss programs online, and people are on Facebook in their friggin' underwear. Here it's just like, oh, do you want to save money or no? Here it is, very simple. So this is just a couple. Now, Dave Dubbs is going to give you a lot of examples. I just happen to have these in these slides. These are products that you may be buying anyway. Save $60 on something you'd buy. This is movie tickets. This is where you save $30. I mean, you guys know it. If you have kids, you go to the movies. It's like, what's the deal with going to the movies? Why not save money? Same movie, same everything. We didn't change our spending habits, right? GNC. So it's going to stores that we're already familiar with. The Venetian, okay? Same hotel rooms, same dates. This is a big savings, right? If you're going to pay $20 a month to save $566, I mean, that to me is the proverbial no-brainer. It's just math, right? Nothing crazy. I had a friend send me this. Vin, I saved $20 on my oil change. I'm like, that's great. It's great. Okay. Best Buy, all these different places. Ozempic, I don't know, $300 off and 30 pounds off. You get, I don't know, something like that. So here you go. So it's something that's really made easy. Again, Dave's going to get into the compensation as well as the back office. He's going to show you more about the Save Club. I just wanted to share with you this. And to be honest with you, the average annual savings between dining, shopping, auto, health services, theme parks, and everything that's coming down the pike, like for the people that are plugged in here, right? If you're on live, if you're watching what's going on with this company that launched, I don't know, 45 days ago, they really have a lot of new offers every single week. They just launched a free app. Now they're launching AI. So it's just this thing. And plus, I don't want to oversell this, but guys, we're talking $20 a month for something that's what is that, 67 cents a day? And I don't want to downplay it. When I opened this presentation, I spoke about residual income. That's what I'm here for. I don't care if I save $4 in a hamburger. Do I want to? Yes. But that doesn't excite me. What excites me is having it set where my wife is okay. God forbid something happened to me, right? That there's residual, not life insurance, residual income. Not a pile of money from my 401k, 457, residual income. All right, bills come in every month. They don't give two craps if anything happens to you. We do know that, right? Is this the hottest business of 2025 online? Look, you wouldn't hear me on here if I didn't think so. I'd be doing something else. But the reality is there are a lot of good business opportunities out there. There are. This is definitely one of them. And because of the low ticket that it is, $20, and the retention that's available for the residual component, it is definitely an opportunity. It'd be for me personally, just being real, it'd be silly for me not to be a part of this. That's all. So, what's next? All right. So before we saw rising costs, here's another problem and or situation and or something that kind of sucks every month. I mean, bills aren't fun. They just keep coming no matter what, right? Mortgage, car payments, credit cards, tax, insurance, food, gas, utilities, cell phones. Isn't it annoying? And then here's another thing that's familiar to people. You see this list? I've never shown this list to people, and they're like, what is that? That's unfamiliar to me. So what I like about this whole Save Club concept is it's not unfamiliar. It's familiar to everybody, right? So Henry Ford said, market to the masses and you can dine with the classes, right? So if the problem is residual bills, what can the Save Club do as a solution is what's your freedom number, right? You add up your bills, excuse me, that's your number. Is it 3,000 a month, 5,000 a month, 10,000 a month? That's available here in residual income. When we show the comp plan, and the more you're involved with this, you'll understand that this is a very sticky, high retention business. Okay? So these are the problems and the solutions. So let me just show you something quick, and then Dave's going to I'm going to pass it over to Dave Dubs very quickly. By the way, this is the cutoff Zoom, so you have until tonight to upgrade before other people land above you or below you. That's just how that's how the power line system works. Now you use this power line system to your advantage, right? Like you would in any business. I do. I get pre-enrollees and they make sure they enroll before tonight, midnight. But I want to show you compounding income because we heard of compounding interest, right? You probably put money into a 401k for 30, 40 years and you'll be set for life. But compounding income is the same thing, but it's not 30, 40 years. I'm going to show you something in 36 months. Now, this isn't hyperbole. This isn't math. These are dollars and cents, and it's already been proven with this membership model, just so you know, okay? So, compounding income. So let's just say, look, let me go back one. Let's just say in the first, it keeps going quicker. All right, let's just do the first year, all right? If you see here, this does the first 2 years. You see in the first 3 months, if you have making $100 a month in residual income, that's not a ton of money. It's just not, right? But if that grows by 20% a month, now 20% a month means if you have a team of 5 people and it grows by 1, if you have a team of 10 people and it grows by 2 people in a month, if you have a team of 20 people and it grows by 4 people in 1 month, that's 20% growth, right? So you could see over the course of months, we're not taught this in school. I wasn't. Maybe I was, but I wasn't paying attention. You could see after 1 year, you're at 1,000 a month. Are you retiring at 1,000 a month? No. But you could see after 24 months, that's a 6-figure income. That's $8,000 a month. So when I said before, like, what's your freedom number? If you add up your mortgage and car payments and everything, what's that number? Wouldn't it be good to put that on autopilot so you can keep the money you're making from your job, right? Or your business. Fair enough? And this is year number 3. You do hear these astronomical incomes in the network marketing space, right? People making 7 figures. It does work. This happened for me, thankfully, years ago. And listen, real quick, I'll say this, and then we'll bring on Dubs. When I got started in network marketing 17 years ago, I said to my wife, I remember saying, I said, if we can make $1,800 a month, that'll change everything for us. We had kids in diapers all over the place, right? That'll be like $1,800 a month will really be something. But what happened was, it was very interesting, is I would introduce the concept to people. Some people said yes, some said no, some got started, some did nothing, some did something. And all of a sudden, other people had the same dream. They wanted to make $1,800 a month. And they wanted to make, before you know it, I realized, wow, how selfish was that of me to say I only want to make $1,800 a month? Because your income is a direct proportion to how many people you can help succeed. I didn't realize that because I had, it was an employee mindset. But now it's different, right? So you figure out your number. Is it $500 a month? Is it $1,500, right? Is it $5,000 a month, right? $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month. Is it 7 figures? These numbers are available. I'm not saying that you're going to make 7 figures doing this. I am saying what I just said. This is a $20 business. that's in your pocket. I personally spent $300 for the year. I spend $0 a month on this business. I chose the VIP program. I don't know if Dave's going to get into the VIP program, but it just made sense to me. I don't want to have a monthly, and I want to have residual income. I like residual income. Again, God forbid something happens to me, right? My wife is taken care of, my kids are taken care of, and financially, I mean, financially they don't skip a beat, right? So let me introduce Dave Dubbs. Dave is, just getting to know Dave. Dave is a marketing professional. His reputation precedes him as a pro in the industry over the years, and he's got direct contact and connection to the marketing that's available to us in this company. So, Dave, if you'd go and share with the folks what you feel they need to hear for the remainder of this presentation, I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Hey, great presentation, Vin. Shared a lot of nuggets there. Very interesting way you did it there. I'm just going to share my screen here. Let me stop my screen and share it a different way here so everybody could see it. All right, everybody could see that. Vin, you went over a lot of great things, some of the same things I go over, so we'll save some time. We won't go over everything. But, Vin says it right. This business is simple. See, you don't want to complicate things. When you're out there trying to make money, just keep it simple. What do? We save people money and you make money. And one of the things Vin said is you don't have to convince people to buy anything. We all of us has been in this industry for a long time. We all laugh because we've been that person, the person that says, hey, listen to this doctor, like Vin said, etc. And now you get to say, hey, go buy what you want. You like a hamburger at this place? Go buy it. I mean, it's so easy, everybody. Now, what I like to do is show some of the basic savings that you can offer people, like CVS Pharmacy here. I filled up a cart with things that you buy every day. Do you not need paper towels, toilet paper? I'd like to find the person that doesn't need toilet paper, bottled water, dog food, Coca-Cola, hairspray. And right now it's back to school season. You can go over to CVS and save 20% on like notebooks and pens and paper. How many parents right now are stressed out about back to school and you can put money back in their pocket? As you can see, as I used the coupon deal, I saved over $17 on that coupon deal. Albertsons is a grocery store, not in every part of America, but a lot of places. Get $5 just by using our savings club. Here's what I call a stacking offer. We give away a free app to people as well. You can actually download the CVS app and now double dip. So if I'm getting 22% off and then I'm getting 2.5% off, now I'm getting 22.5% off by doing a stacking offer. And that's pretty cool. And we're going to show you how to do that. Who do you know that doesn't shop? Now, a lot of people isn't just about buying toilet paper. Sometimes we like luxury. Here's a pair of Christian Dior. A lot of the women like this. Christian Dior sunglasses. If I went to Nordstrom, these glasses are $490. But through Save Club, I could buy the same glasses for $244 and put $245 back in my pocket. Now, what gets really fun, everybody, is when you start making a lot of money over here in Save Club, it's fun to do stuff like this. It's fun to buy some luxury goods with that extra money. Okay, everybody's going to like that. I leave this deal up. Air Jordans, back to school is coming. Right now, all the kids want the coolest shoes. All right, they're not cheap, $165. Here's a deal with $20 off. That pays your membership right there. Again, a lot of parents are stressing right now because they don't want to send their kids back to school without the cool stuff, because these kids these days, you got to have the cool stuff. We get special deals on Amazon-made products. Okay, here's these sunglasses. Now, you ever have one of those Echoes where you talk to, Amazon and Alexa and all that kind of stuff? Well, you can actually do it with glasses now. These are really popular. It's actually one of Amazon's best selling products. But through Save Club, you pick them up for $186. But if you go on Amazon, you pick them up for $329. So $143. Same glasses, everybody. Same exact deal, except the difference is money back in your pocket. How about appliances? If you own a home, eventually either appliances wear out or you just want cool new stuff. Here's one of the refrigerators with the big iPad. I have this fridge. Oh, it's awesome. But Home Depot wants $31.99. Through Save Club, you would have got it for $2,300. It's $800 back in your pocket. Do you think you got to convince anybody to spend $20 a month to get deals like this, $800 back? Let's say you're like, well, I would never buy that refrigerator. Okay, let's look at a normal one. Okay, without the screen, Frigidaire, Home Depot, $19.98. Lowe's $19.99, our price $17.59, another $240 back in your pocket. Now, if you don't believe me on this stuff, what I want you to do is just go out this weekend, walk into a Home Depot, walk into a Lowe's, walk into a Best Buy, and look at how many people are in the appliance section and tell me they want to say, I guarantee if you go up to them and say, hey, listen, I could get you that same fridge or same oven like this one and save you $236, they're going to say this, how? That's what they're going to say. Tell me how, because they don't want to be wasting that money. So as you look here, Whirlpool, $14.63. If you went to Best Buy, $16.19. That's another $236. How about TVs? We love TVs. I got one of these. I got an 86. Here's an 85. $17.54 through Save Club. Best Buy $19.99. That's another $244 back in your pocket. Again, exact same TV. Everything identical. Now, here's what I like to say. Ask anybody this. Would you drive in your car and roll down the window and take $244 and just throw it out the window as you drive down the road? You would have everybody say, no, you're crazy. I would never do that. But if you don't have Save Club, every day you're doing that. Every day you go get something to eat. Every day you buy something. You're literally just taking a wad of money, rolling down a window, and throwing it out the window that you could have used to go buy other things or put in the bank or leave in the bank. Crazy, right? Let's talk about food. Honey baked ham. Go get a free sandwich. What's cool about this is you go with somebody. Let's say you have a kid and you go and you get one sandwich for you and the sandwich for your kid's free. Do you think that helps families right now? Hard Rock Cafe, 15% off food and retail if you want any of their gear. 15% off catering. Any of you paid for catering for a wedding or for a big party? That could be $1,000, right? Easy. How about 15% off? California Pizza Kitchen, free small plate. Chuck E. Cheese up to 49% off. Payway, 5% or $5 off. Rallies, go get a free burger. Subway, buy 6-inch sub, get a 6-inch free. Maggiano's Little Italy, $10 off 30. Now, these are zip code based. Depending on your zip code, there's different deals all over the place. Let's talk about stacking because we give away a free app to everybody. How hard is it to give somebody a free app and say save money like this? So look at this place, Ferrara Pizza and Pasta. If you get one portal with us, you're going to get some free garlic knots, which sounds delicious. And if I use the app, I'm going to get 5% cash back. So not only going to get free garlic knots, I got 5%. Popeyes, look at this deal: 5-piece, 2 sides, 2 biscuits, $10. And then I could also get 5% back by using the app. Again, we have deals where you can actually stack all the savings. Now, here's why people upgrade. Let's say I gave somebody the free app and they're getting, 5% back of Ferrara's Pizza. I could say, if you just upgraded for an extra $20, you're going to get a lot more deals. So you give away the free app, people start saving money, getting cash back and loving it. But then we're going to show them all the additional savings just by upgrading and by stacking. Here's another awesome stacking deal. Uncle Julio's Mexican place. Love this place. 20% off through one of our portals if you're upgraded, and through the free app, 5% off. So by combining these, I'm getting 25% off when I go to eat. Again, you got to convince me to go here. If you've ever had their queso, I'm telling you, you don't have to convince anybody to go there. It's pretty awesome. You don't have to convince people. People are going to do this stuff anyway. You got a car, 11% off brake job. That could be $500,000. 15% off all services at Firestone. If your car breaks down, people that are having money troubles and their car breaks down, it's a nightmare. They would love to have this deal. I know Vin was talking about insurance going up. My insurance went up to like $800, $900 a month. It used to be like $300-$400. I used our service. Now I'm back down to $300. That's about $500 I'm saving a month on car insurance. $500 every month. You gonna tell me that ain't worth $20 a month? Oil changes. I know Vin showed a coupon. You can actually see a video on Facebook where I went to that place, Take 5, and used the coupon and got $20 off. You're going to need an oil change. Why would you want to pay $20 more? Here's another stacking offer. 6, these are a place where you can get nicer rental cars. Like if you want the Mercedes and the BMWs and all that kind of stuff, 6 is good. 15% off through our portal, and then another 5% cash back. Charles was just moving. You got to move sometimes. Sometimes you need to rent a truck. Look at these budget deals. Cargo van with Save Club, $14.37. But if you go to Budget Direct without our deal, $15.21. Listen, this is the same website. Look at it, Budget Trunk Rental. The difference is when you log in through our savings portal, the prices just drop. All right. You have to convince anybody to pay 20 bucks. I mean, look, if you need a big moving truck, 27.49, through Save Club, $2,300. That's 500 bucks, right? You have to convince people to do that? No. Okay. Gas. You got to, everybody complains about gas. Every time you go somewhere, gas is high, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess this. You just give away our free app to people. They can start saving on gas, even if they haven't paid for Save Club, even if they haven't upgraded. See, you're giving away something of value. That's what I like about this too. As a marketer, we're not giving some crap away. We're actually giving stuff of value. All right. Travel. Here's a deal at the Encore at the Win. Priceline wanted 271. We wanted 132. That's 139 bucks in your pocket. Vin already did that Venetian deal there. Look at Cabo San Lucas. Who doesn't want to go there? Our deal for this is 2487 for 3 nights. On Orbitz, it was 3376, $889 for the same room, the same dates, everything identical. Would you drive down your car, open up the window, and throw $889 out of it? I doubt it. International, a lot of you are all over the world. Guess what? We have deals all over the world. Hong Kong 129, India 55, Australia 90, Canada 83, Germany 172, England 114, France saved $364 a night, Switzerland 82, and the deals are crazy international, including flight deals. We have really, really good flight deals. Now, I always look and I always say, can I do a same day deal? Because they go, is this really real? So if you look, I put in today's date, 7/25. I said, let me go to Dallas tonight, see what I can find. Here's at the Hyatt Regency, DFW, right at the airport. Okay, pretty busy place. Priceline, $301 a night. I pick it up for $187. I'd instantly save $114. I literally found this deal actually 5 minutes before we started this webinar. I pulled this screenshot within 5 minutes on the same day, and you could put 114. What's great about Save Club, everybody, is if you're on this webinar right now and you haven't upgraded yet, you can literally upgrade and do deals like this the same day. So if you were doing this deal, you spent 20, you joined and you already got your money back, all right, in the same exact day. That's crazy. Deals on entertainment. A lot of you are going out, got kids this weekend, Dave & Buster's. Get a $100 arcade card for 69 bucks. It's 30 bucks in your pocket. We got Top Golf. That's a lot of fun. Vin showed the movie tickets, etc. Now, here's what's also good. We just launched a new service that can cut your bills. We have expert negotiators that know how to get every deal, and you pay for things like internet. You pay for cell phone bill. You pay for alarm systems, solar, electric, pest control services. And every month you get bills and you don't even look at them. You just pay it. And every month they throw junk fees on there. They could raise their price. A lot of times when you get a cell phone or cable, you got some intro offer and they keep raising the prices on you. Well, we have a service that's you can at no cost, you can go and you can just upload your bills, and we have pros that will call all these services and reduce your bills. But they won't reduce your service. That's important. They're not getting you a cheaper price for a cheaper service. You're going to keep the same service, if not get better service for less price. And then you just split the difference in savings, which you don't care because you weren't saving money anyway. And they are experts at doing this. This alone could pay your membership all day, every day. Okay. And all you got to do is log in the back office, upload some bills. It's easy to start. Now, Vin was talking about this too, the auto ship stress. And a lot of these deals that have these products, he was talking about nutritional products and that, sometimes it could be $50, $60, $70 a month. And the problem is if your significant other isn't on board, which sometimes they're not, they start looking at the credit card bill and say, hey, what's this monthly charge that we keep getting? Oh, that's the thing I'm going to make money on. Well, you haven't made money yet. And all I see is a bill, people getting big fights over this, etc. Well, you don't get that with Save Club. Number one, why? It's only $20 a month, 67 cents a day. So it's not very stressful. But two, when people are saving more in their first day. All right. And here's the 30-second elevator pitch. Everybody, if you handed me a $20 bill and I handed you back 200 bucks, would you do it? Is there anybody on earth that says no to that? Of course not. Everybody would say, how many times can we play this game? Well, and here's what I love about Save Club. If you only use the product, okay, at the end of the month, you could have more money in your account than you spent. Now, if you only use the product and let's say some nutritional deal and never built a team, never marketed, never did anything, guess what? You have a pretty big bill every month because you're buying those products and getting them shipped to the house. Here, again, you're going to go eat at the same place you did yesterday, save money, going to go get the oil change, going to go do this. You have more money than you did, even if you never built a team, recruited a single person. Isn't that the best pitch ever? More money at the end of the month, even if you're just getting started. Incredible. Now, Ben also went over this. We have marketing where most companies lack marketing. They jump. That's why people jump from deal to deal. It's not because the deal was necessarily bad. It's because they never made money. And the reason they never made money is because most people aren't marketers. You take a guy that does construction all day. He knows construction. He doesn't know internet marketing. You take a housewife or a nurse. They know nursing. They never were trained in internet marketing, but yet we expect them to go make money. You get a pat on the back and a good luck. We said that's a messed up system. That's why 99% of people fail. What if we fixed it? So we have 100% done for you marketing. Vin showed you a lot of our capture pages. Get this. I think we have another 5 capture pages coming. Now, Vin, let me ask you this, if you could just unmute for a second. You've been in this industry for many years like myself. Have you ever seen a company have like 14, 15 capture pages? It's unheard of.
Look, not even close, number one. And even if they have one, they don't have this power line system where they get the automation from the company and literally get time stamped. Like if you go to the DMV, you get a timestamp and then you have an order. That whole power line system, a lot of people don't really understand the power of the power line system. And then you have the marketing. I mean, if you made me unmute, Dave. I can go for an hour, but I won't. The reality is all the marketing, all the shorts, all the reels, all the things you have put together for TikTok and Instagram, Facebook, all of it. And then you can have a call to action. And with Save Club, by the way, there's training that teaches you online marketing, things that are important to, market, online.
That's
and
a good
so
point. We have our 90-day blitz here.
yeah, I mean, it's just
every single day.
and I did a training yesterday, Dave, and I was speaking about the value you can add with a digital business, because the company just pours so much in and there's no more cost to the affiliate. There's no more expense. If it's a
I'm sure you've been in deals, Finn, where like you join and then they say, we got the marketing system, or if you need these capture pages, but you got to pay that extra 30, 40, 50 bucks a month for it, right?
And that's another thing too. That's a huge thing. Or you have to pay for an app. So the fact here is, and again, not to oversell it, but we're talking about $60 affiliate fee and the amount of marketing. So the short answer, Dave, is no, I've never seen this before.
Yeah, it's crazy. And everybody, we just put this together as well. Imagine getting trained by 7-figure marketers, and where we literally hold your hand and show you everything to do. We have what we call a 90-day blitz that you could log into. And right now we're up to day, I think 24 of it. And every single day we walk you through new trainings. And one girl, Lilith, she already signed up 6 people just following this training, and she's never done anything like it. Most of the trainings in here are really high-end trainings, but we make them simple. People are mind blown by them. I mean, if you see the comments that we're getting off of this training, they're mind blown by it. And no company does that either. No company has done that. And AI is coming. Literally, I think next week is when Charles said AI is coming. And this is the biggest game changer because, and I'll ask you this too, Ben, I like going back and forth a little bit. The biggest problem in this industry is we know people aren't salespeople. They'd rather gargle gasoline than try to sell somebody because they're not salespeople. And I think in this industry, most people know they're better at talking people out of something than talking people into it. And they get the objections. When you're live with somebody and you're new, people hit you. How much money you made, Ben? How long you been doing this business? Isn't that one of those pyramid thingies? Oh, those things are scary. And it blows people out pretty quick, especially when they're just getting started because they don't know how to handle that. So we put AI in. AI is going to literally pick up the phone and call everybody that's filled out a form. If they start speaking a different language, AI is going to adjust and speak to them in that language. It's also going to text them. It's going to follow up with them. It's going to push them to webinars like this, where we do the selling, telling, and convincing for you. And this is a game changer. Nobody has this. Everybody else might have an email system, sending emails out after they fill in a form. Okay, yeah, we have that too. But this changes the game because literally phone calls and texts, and literally people could have a real conversation talking back and forth with the AI. This has never been done before. So not only did we fix the front end where we know you're not a marketer, so we recreated everything for you. We did everything for you. But then we fixed the back end where we literally have the AI that's going to close for you. Have you seen that? I mean, Ben, you know this industry. People, this is the game changer.
So Dave, first of all, there are companies that are coming out with things like this and they charge you monthly for it.
Huge.
There are other systems that primarily it's a service where they charge you for that. So this is another thing that's built in. But another thing I like too is the mindset of the prospect or the person you're speaking to, the candidate, or the person basically that's looking for a business. If I say, "Hey Matt," or "Hey whomever," "Hey Fran," "Hey Billy," I see some friends on here. I say, check out the AI, pay attention to when the AI follows up with you. If I tell them that too in advance, or I put a piece of content on the internet, hey, check out the AI follow-up system with this. They'll be looking for the AI, and their subconscious is saying, hey, I can do that. I'd like to have that. So it's yet another product that sells it for us. So it's just it's incredible stuff.
Included, really, like you said, for $20 a month, you get 14 capture pages, all the content, all the savings, and AI, which again, some companies are charging hundreds, if not thousands for this. And a lot of them will charge you per every call, every text, and that adds up significantly. And we're throwing it in over here for $20 a month. Now, let's talk about the money. Vin, like you said, you're in this thing for the money as well. You have residual bills, you want money coming in. Well, we pay out 5 different ways, which is tremendous. And 2 of them pay every week. I love weekly pay. You know, if you do something this week and you could get paid the next week, you know, you see the results right away, and that money coming in instantly. You love that. And it's simple. Someone comes in, again, they pay that one-time affiliate fee of $60, $19.97 a month. And then the very next week, you'll get paid $20. And if you signed up 10 people, we've seen people sign up 10 people in a single day. I've seen people sign up 10 people in an hour because this deal's so hot. $200 just like that the next week. I mean, pretty easy. Then we have what we call our generational fast starts, where you can earn up to 40% on every person you personally roll, and up to 15%, which is $12 on everybody in their entire team. Now, what I like about this is as you start to build, you don't know what your team's doing. Like you could Vin over here, he could be a monster putting people in like crazy, and Matt put Vin in, and all of a sudden Matt's seeing $12. He's like, where's all these $12? I mean, it starts to add up to the point where you start laughing. It literally does. I mean, it starts to do that because it takes on a life of its own. Now, 2x16 matrix is pretty easy to fill up, because you're going to tell me, if you're on this webinar right now, you can't find 2 people that want all this. I mean, it's a ridiculous statement. Everybody gets 2 people. If you look, even if you didn't rank up, which would be hard to do, you could be making $4,095 a month, which would be very life-changing for a lot of you to have that extra income. 1 star, the first rank, $81.91. A lot of you don't even make that on your job. 2 star, $16,000. 3 star, $32,000, and 4 star and above up to $65,000. That's only this bonus, by the way. That doesn't include the fast starts. That doesn't include the match. That's just this. I mean, think about this. And we're worldwide. Another thing that's making this matrix go bananas, everybody, is we are all over the world. We're not just the United States. We are worldwide, and teams are flooding in. You never know who you're going to get. Now, the generational match, everyone you personally roll Save Club, you earn 20 to 57 as you advance a rank, and up to 37% on everyone else in your team. Here's how I explain this. If you have a job, we've all had jobs. Imagine if your boss went up to you and said, hey, you see those other 10 people that are working on the same floor? Imagine if we just take a percentage of whatever they make, and then we'll take that percentage and we'll just throw it on your check. You'd be like, yeah, all day. I mean, why wouldn't I want that? That's easy money. You mean these people are working, they're doing their job. I don't even know what they're doing. Yeah, you don't even know what they're doing. And you're going to give me a percentage on my check? Yeah, that's exactly right. So as you work up the way in the ranks here, here's just an example. Let's say you had 10 people earning $4,000 a month in the matrix. After you hit certain ranks, you would make an extra $1,800 a person. Again, if Matt brought Vin in and he doesn't know what Vin's doing, And all of a sudden, Save Club decided to say, hey, here's an extra $1,800 on your check because of what Vin's doing. Matt's going to be pretty happy. 10 people, that's an extra $11,000 on top of all this extra money here. All right. For 20 bucks a month, guys, you see the money we're talking about for 20 bucks? A lot of you will go spend 20 bucks at a fast food restaurant and not even think about it, let alone what you could do with it. All right. We also have VIP. Vin talked about how he came in as a VIP. If you pay one time per year, you get it out of the way. That will also give you an additional bonus called VIP. And a lot of people see this and they're like, hey, I got to be a VIP. Why would I want to not get these extra bonuses, right? And it pays out 3 generations, 10, 5, and 3. This really adds up. This could instantly and easily pay for your membership all day, every day. And then we have what we call our leadership global bonus pools. How that works is Charles takes 4% of total company revenue and he puts it in pools. And when you hit a certain rank, you split it with everybody else that hits that rank. Now, what's interesting is, and Vin, I'll ask you this as well, when I was in a lot of deals, they usually had global bonus pools for the top guys, the top girls in the company. They kind of reserve those bonus pools. But what Charles has done here is he starts it at 2-star, which is like the second rank in the company, allowing, people just getting started to start making that additional revenue. And that's kind of unheard of in this industry to help out the people that are just getting started. It's usually like, hey, if you're a rock star over here, we're going to give you this additional bonus pool. Is that right, Ben? But is that what you've seen in the end?
Yeah, well, you usually have to be this super diamond intergalactic platinum ambassador in order to get a piece of that pool, which, see, Charles is brilliant in this as well. He always speaks in terms of passive income, recurring income, and retention, the things that are really important in business. That 2-star rank, that 1%, at this point right now, that 1%, that alone will pay you more than your monthly membership would cost. So, assets, cash flowing asset puts money in your pocket. An expense takes money out of your pocket. So the point of this business is to get into asset mode, cash flowing as soon as possible. And Charles is brilliant. He did it at 2-star, which is a team of 20 people with right balance.
Exactly. So that's it, everybody. I mean, who doesn't want savings? Again, our product's money. You don't have to convince anybody to buy what they're normally going to buy. And I know this is a mind shift because a lot of you might have been in other businesses. And when you were in other businesses, you were trained. Okay. I don't know about you, Ben, but I've been in this thing going 30 years. You were always trained to say, we got to switch your buying habits. That was a statement. You're buying this right now, but instead you're not going to buy that. You're going to buy this. You have to switch your buying habits. With Save Club, we don't care what you buy. Want to go get a burger? Get a burger. You want to buy a Samsung TV? Buy a Samsung. And to me, that's the coolest thing in the world is having an auto ship that I could buy Air Jordans, that I could buy a watch. I could buy luxury sunglasses. I don't have to have some product coming to me that I really don't want because I want to make money. Let me just go buy what I want and what I'm already buying. And you mean if I can make money off that, why wouldn't I do it? That's what Save Club does.
Yeah, it's a familiar business to people. It's an easy conversation, and it's literally a business in your pocket. It's all built in. Dave, a tremendous job, by the way. We appreciate your leadership, your online marketing skills that you bring to the table and share and have put together for this team, for this company. So incredible stuff.
Yeah, and real quick before we end here, I just want to tell everybody, as a 30-year internet marketer, I was always looking for ways to generate leads. I mean, that's the bottom line. You're always looking for ways to generate leads. The more leads, the more bodies, the more money. I mean, it's just bad. But the fact is that we were always looking for like we called it lead magnets if some of you are new on the internet. And and a lot of times we would give away, to be honest, crap. We would say, hey, if you fill in this form, we're going to give you a free report on, X, Y, Z and whatever. It was okay stuff. But we're literally letting people have a free app where they can save money instantly on the items they're already buying. The value of what you can give away. And I did a training yesterday. If you haven't watched my Blitz training, I did a Blitz training yesterday that says share, not sell. Okay. Because in Save Club, the difference that we have here is you don't have to lead with the business. I could lead like, hey, there's a restaurant in my town that everybody goes to. Look, you could save 20%, or here's 5%, or I want to give you a coupon right now. Because if you're around a bunch of people and you just said to them, hey, you eat at that restaurant? Yeah, I like that place. Yeah, me too. Hey, did you know you could get 5% cash back every time you eat there? How many people, what are they going to say? Oh, that sounds terrible. No, they'd be like, really? How do I do that? That's what they would say. So you could just say, oh, all you got to do is download this free app. You don't even have to talk about the business. You could just start with that, and it's going to lead into the business. But that's what I like is what I say is take the path of least resistance in marketing. When you don't have to have a bunch of objections and you don't have to overcome all this stuff, the path of least resistance. And the path of least resistance, hey, you eat here? Look, let me give you this free thing. You can save money, and shut up and just send them the link, let them download the app, and watch what happens to your business. So it will explode, because here you could just share. You don't have to sell. You don't have to convince. Do I have to convince Vin to go save money at a restaurant he goes to every day? No, he would say, how do I do it? What do you mean they're giving away free garlic knots down the street? I'm in. You don't have to convince him. It's easy. So that's what we got over here. And to me, it's one of the most powerful business models, because I've sold a lot of things in 30 years, and some of those things were pretty hard. If you're not into health and you're trying to sell health, that could be difficult. I like garlic knots. That's not healthy, but I like them. It's easy to sell garlic knots all day long over here. So that's it. That's all I got, Ben. I don't know if you have anything more, or anybody else wants to chime in.
You know what? I'm going to jump in, guys. If you're a pre-enroll in here and you're ready to lock in your spot, in the chat message, I've posted exactly how you do this. You're going to go to www.saveclub.com/login. You're going to click on the pre-enrollee tab. You're going to put your email address that you pre-enrolled. That's going to put you into the back office. And right when you go in, you're going to see a big yellow button that says lock in your spot. Make sure you do it before midnight Pacific Standard Time tonight, folks. Get locked into that matrix. And David and Vin,
Matt,
thank you guys.
Matt, let's explain that real quick, why that's important, everybody. So when you originally registered into Safe Club, it works first come, first serve. So the minute you locked in a spot, you had a time and date stamp. If someone came in after you 1 second later, they're placed behind you, okay, below you, okay? On Fridays, when you lock in that spot, you're here, and everybody else that came in after your timestamp can be, in your organization that you're going to get paid on, okay? But if you decide to miss this Friday, okay, all of these people that do upgrade will now skip over you. And that's real dumb. Like, why would you want that to happen? Because you can see tons of people have come in after you did. Okay. And so all you got to do is go lock in. Okay. Even if you're curious right now about this business, I would lock in so you don't, and then investigate. Okay. But you do not want tonight to happen and you can have superstars. You never know who's on that list. Okay. For example, I was in a deal, Vin, you'll laugh at this. Matt, you'll laugh at this. Years ago, I was in a deal, and I got an email about this deal, and I liked it, and I signed up with it. And the guy I signed up with was from Sweden. Never heard of the guy before, never cared. I just went to the website. I liked it. I signed up. Well, in less than a month and a half or 2 months, I put in 15,000 people. I was the number one rep in the company. I had triple diamond in 2 months or 3 months. And then we went back, and I was like, who's this guy that I didn't even know? Found out he only put 2 people in, his wife and me. That was it. But the fact is, he sent out an email and I joined. Imagine me signing up like person. You never know how this works. I've actually done this 3 or 4 times in my career. I remember signing up in a business, a beauty business or something years ago. I became the number one recruiter in that company. And I remember right after signing up, this really nice lady hit me up and was like, hey, if you need any help, let me know. And I'm like, you have no idea what just happened to you. She had no clue. And I ended up becoming the number one recruiter in that company. So that's why you want to lock in, because there's people that are seeing Save Club right now. They're loving it, and they are coming in and they're there. And you have a chance right now to lock that in, because if you would miss something like that happening to you, you will kick yourself. You would hate it for a minuscule amount of money to lock in your business. So that's why we do the lock in. But here, as a marketer, let me talk to you about this. This is what we call fear of loss system. We have people every Friday that say, wait, I can't, there's no way I'm letting these people pass me up. Now, in most businesses, they don't have this power line system. So they don't have this fear of loss. So what happens is, you know, they don't care whether they upgrade on a certain day or not. But every Friday, we take all of your prospects, all the leads that come in through all of our pages, and basically there's an ultimatum. Either join and lock in your spot, or everybody that else does, well, you didn't want it, so we're just going to move them above you. So that is a powerful, when it comes to marketing, that is probably one of the most powerful things that we have, and also why that we're booming, because of that marketing system, because of that fear of loss. Okay. And you guys have been getting emails, you're seeing it, and it just flat out works better than almost anything out in the market. And we have that. And guess what? I think we have right now 11 capture pages in the back, 11, which is crazy. I think we got 5 more coming this week, and all of them have that built-in fear of loss system. So the minute you put people in, they're getting that fear of loss marketing system. And every Friday, we see so many upgrades on Friday. Why? Because we have the fear of loss. And that's what you get to offer as well. So get excited about that and lock in. That's it. I talk too much.
Awesome, folks. Go to saveclub.com/login. If you're pre-enrollee, put in your email address in the pre-enrollee tab and hit the upgrade button. Thank you, David. Thank you, Vin. Thank you, everybody. And we will catch you on Monday for the next Save Club webinar. Have a great day, everybody. Cheers.